Be like a child, always ready and understanding that there's wonder in the world and there's so much more to learn. As consciousness expands, what kind of picture do you have in your mind about what that involves? In certain terms, it means that everyone will see everything completely differently. In the flowering of consciousness, you are being, let's say, washed over in waves of energy that are seeking to activate greater psychic acceptance within humanity. We, in all fairness, can say to you that the way through the labyrinth of change, the way along the path to higher consciousness, is hard work. Don't think it is easy. You can write about it, you can talk about it. It doesn't mean you understand it. It is an experience. And it is always reflective in how much you know. It always shows up in your life. It shows up in your body. It shows up in your posture, in your grooming, in your cleanliness. And as we've been quoting our vehicle recently on this one, she said, you know, if you are delusional, remember you are the last to know. You are the last to know if you are delusional. So look in the mirror. Look around your house. Look at your automobiles. Look in your closets. Look at your life. Examine the inner world. Listen to it. Recognize that you can hypnotize yourself and say the same meaningless things over and over again and end up with the same meaningless nothing. You may collect a paycheck, but what do you want to achieve in this lifetime? When you are no longer in the body, you are long past living in this lifetime. When you look back, what do you want to say that you did? What do you want to say? I spent the years of the nanosecond, which is our term for the time of acceleration between 1987 and 2012, the nano. What are you going to claim fame to for what you did in the nano? Now, by claiming fame, it does not mean that you have to change the world. But it does mean that you must change yourself again and again, and that you must ride a wave of significance, meaning, joy, and contentment. So we ask you, how much of that do you have in your lives? And where can you make room for it? Can you consciously think about what needs to be changed? People, places, jobs, habits, clothes, food, whatever. Are you willing to make this clean sweep? For some of you that may be new to our message, it may sound a bit overwhelming. But we as Pleiadians offer you our insight as best we can, so that you can make the most of living in these times. Our main message over the years is to say that you're putting together some of the most crucial missing links in understanding what it is to be human. And that comes down to being a creator, that through thought, word, deed, emotions, conscious and unconscious, you create the world around you. And granted, there is great restlessness among humanity. And so they will create events that look as if they are happening. This is breaking, and this is falling down, and this is being sabotaged, and this is being set up. But these sort of breakdowns can only occur if the underlying field of emotionality is seeding it. And of course, people are frightened. There's little security today in the world. whether it is job or weather. People are uncertain about everything. This is why we've asked you to with certainty, understand these times. They are about change. And that the most reliable prediction we can give you is that they are highly unpredictable times. And no one can control them en masse, but you have all the power in your own life in every moment to make a decision that will lead you to greater fulfillment. We ask you to dream big, to have goals, very clear goals, about what you want, the quality of life that you want to live. Without goals, you cannot manifest. You must have short-term goals, long-term goals, because these are your ideas that send out direction into the field for your life. People with no goals watch television until they end up in nursing homes and need to be diapered and fed. We have often said it, we'll say it again. Television has been the downfall of your society. It has robbed all humanity of their imagination. And it has made them complete and total dolts and idiots. We call this functional insanity. And for every hour that you invest in the TV, you are taking away your vitality, your energy, your life force. This will be made clearer and clearer. So don't kid yourself about how clear or how advanced or unadvanced you are. Be humble. Get real. Deal with life with an exuberance of joy. It's all right to be bored, you know. Through our boredom comes creativity. Many are afraid of the body, afraid of life. There is significance in all things. You must put your attention upon that. The energies of the planets will be very intense this summer, as our vehicle was pointing out. But you also must factor in the energies of the rest of the cosmos. What the sun is doing, the deep influx of cosmic radiated energy. It is basically giving you new systems or codes of consciousness to, let's say, adapt to the changing times. You know, there's very little understanding on your world of the magnificent dynamics of your human biology. You live on Earth, a living library, a most magnificent, glorious place. And just as you are undergoing changes, everything on Earth, everything, the plants, the creatures, everything is being compelled into, let's say, new arrangements of codes of consciousness. You will find that there will be more vitality and new properties in your herbs and your foods. Everything this summer is being super duper amplified. We really want to get that point across to you. And with all that is going on, with the planets, the cosmos, inside the earth, and then on top of that you have a frequency of chaos and bombardment that is really, really, really putting the press to society. And all this has to do with the cell phones and Wi-Fi's and all of the invisible signals on broadband and using the electromagnetic spectrum. This is driving much of the insanity in humanity. This ubiquitous sense of invisible frequencies everywhere is really, really destroying the young. They are not being able to adapt to a pure environment. So you can go up into the mountains, but these frequencies are everywhere. We are emphasizing this a bit because as we see it, that in order for humanity to really flower, to really blossom, to really come into their own, many of these things will will be shut down.